glad you caught that, Chris.
After it stops buffering.
Well, the live chat's on.
Good job.
It might take a second.
It might. Yeah.
So we're not on anything right now.
I just want to get the correct date.
Here we go. It says upcoming still, November 2nd.
Maybe redo it, Chris. 'Cause
I will.
Sometimes it still is on.
Save, don't forget to save.
Yeah.
It says upcoming still on both of them. Try yours, Dad.
Unable to connect. Wonder why.
Unable to connect.
Is it because you turned? Is it because you
Wasn't
turned
it?
off the bottom thing?
Yeah.
Oh, you forgot to save it.
It's just buffering.
Oh, someone's here.
Oh,
That's probably Kendra.
I wonder if I locked my car door. I better.
Oh, it is? Okay, it's working. And
Good.
I want to get the correct date. This is stuff I usually do
Earlier.
earlier, obviously.
Yeah.
So are we live? Hey,
Hey,
Jane's
Gene.
here, yay! C3 is streaming. They're all streaming. Great.
All right.
How's
You've
it now,
saved the
Chris?
day
just
again.
still says
Steve.
upcoming.
Well, turn it off and turn it on again.
Okay.
Or in the chair, wherever it is. Oh, it hasn't started yet. Oh, good.
I've got it on.
Oh yeah. Here we go.
I could sit behind Steve.
Hi,
Finally,
Jane.
Okay.
This is good.
we're live.
Okay, we're finally live.
Okay,
Uh,
got it.
Do you want to do a sound check and check it with your tablet?
Sure.
Okay, we're back. We're getting adjusted here to our being back after several weeks of inactivity. So we're going to do a short challenge. We don't have to do a short sound check. Do we?
No, I'll just check it on my own.
We'll be fine. But I'll do the announcements again. We're Whispers of Om Kirtan Ensemble, and we are from Song of the Morning, which is a yoga retreat and also Clear Light Community. This is a beautiful 800-acre parcel of wilderness land that is very conducive to observing nature, appreciating nature, but especially for practicing the yoga and
Presence of God.
and introspection. And there are amazing, awesome yogis who live out there. And if you want to learn more about yoga and the traditional yoga of Patanjali and Paramahansa Yogananda's teachings, it's a great place to go to
Have a retreat.
have a personal retreat or organize your own retreat of your or join one of our organized retreats. So and we do the chants from Paramahansa Yogananda's Cosmic Chant Collection, also traditional Indian chants, and these lead into meditation very well because they have sort of a mystical quality that has been spiritualized by Paramahansa Yogananda and his lineage of masters and his disciples over the years that provide a great basis for leading into meditation. We will have a period of silent meditation later on after we do some chanting, and we'll have a lead, also some audio of Yogacharya J. Oliver Black, who was the Self-Realization Fellowship Minister for many years, also a disciple of Paramahansa Yogananda. And he's the founder of the Song of the Morning, which is here 10 miles east of Vanderbilt, Michigan, in the beautiful Pigeon River Forest in beautiful northern Michigan. So we'll start with an opening prayer.
Heavenly Father, Mother, Friend, Beloved God, Jesus Christ, Bhagavan Krishna, Mahavatar Babaji, Lahiri Mahashai, Swami Sri Yukteswar, and Paramahansa Yogananda, saints and sages of all religions, we bow to you all. Divine Mother, make my soul thy temple, make my heart thine altar, make my love thy beloved home, where thou wouldst dwell with me in ease and everlasting understanding. Om, peace, Shanti. Amen.
Has not touched my eyes since I saw thee. Has not touched my eyes since I saw thee. Without thee, my breath does not want to go. Without thee, my breath does not want to go. Has not touched my eyes since I saw thee. Has not touched my eyes since I saw thee. Now then say thou wouldst come, but thou hast not come.
This is one of Masters Paramahansa Yogananda's Whispers from Eternity, entitled, Many Doors Opened Before Me. Many doors opened of themselves before me because of thy coming. O Lord, everything shone with life when thou camest. The temple's marble floor on which I stood thrilled me because of thee. Everywhere dumb matter spoke, spirit resurrected by thy touch. Everywhere throbbed the incense breeze of stillness, bearing to me thy perfume of bliss. I behold thy sanctuary hidden beneath the broken rocks of silence. On the altar stone of sacredness plays thy fountain of joy. With uplifted palm cups of craving, I catch and drink the vital waters of thy solace, and I know that I need thirst no more.
Jai Guru Jai Ma Jai Guru Jai. Jai Guru Jai Ma Jai Guru Jai. Guru Jai Ma Jai Guru Jai. Jai Guru Jai Ma Jai Guru Jai. Jai Guru Jai Ma Jai Guru Jai. Now we'll have an audio of Yogacharya, J. Oliver Black. And it's a little bit longer than usual, but it's jam-packed with some really good stuff of Yogacharya. And we'll lead into a silent meditation, followed by a closing prayer and chant.
Now let us all sit uprightly in our seats, spine straight, shoulder blades together, feet placed flat on the floor and together. Chin level, leaning forward for balance. And then let us try the best we can this morning to forget all of our desires, thoughts, worries, and cares. And let us really get quiet and still within ourselves. We've been meditating here every Sunday in our service. And I'm sure that many of you, most of you, are getting the idea that the reason you learn how to meditate is to regain inner control of yourself, not only outer control, but inner control. And after a while, it's to get at the mind. Only to realize that a restless condition that's in, not being able at any time to have real control of it, that is to stop it from the process of thinking, all of which causes the mind to be wayward and in a state of excitation, and which works back through the body, back through the nerves, and then through the muscles of the body or the body itself. I like to think of our nervous system belonging to the astral world, or the astral body functions through the nervous system. So if we are able to control our mind sufficiently well enough, we can become relaxed within, and then your mind can become quiet and still. And if you will get rid of all of your present thoughts and notions and let the mind come to a complete rest, it will be just like coming to an oasis in a desert. Your thirst will be quenched. You will have a joy and a feeling inside yourself, one of bliss and joy and well-being. I'm reminded now, the thought comes to mind about what Jesus said. He says, when you drink water, you thirst again. But he said, the water that I give you springs out of the well of everlasting life. And that is the well to drink from when you are able to sit quiet and still in your meditation, and you come into that joy and peace and bliss and happiness that indwells each and every one. Every creature in the world possesses it. But only a few enjoy that inner fountain of bliss that we have within, each one of us has within our own selves. So the teachings of all the scriptures and all the philosophies of the world in the Bible say, go within. I used to hear that years ago. And I used to hear these yogis say that. Well, I didn't really mean anything to me about go within, meditate. And all these things were so strange to me after living in the Western world as long as I had. I didn't know what it meant to go within. I really never did know it until I met my master, and he turned my attention around so that I learned how to go within. And that's what we all have to do if we're going to get anything out of life, any satisfaction. If we're going to come into the joy of living and then have a state of well-being and move and work and talk and sing and do anything you want to, and still you can be conscious of that indwelling peace that we all have inside of ourselves. And that's really what we're trying to get to, regardless of what religion you may have followed or what path you have followed in the past. All the different paths and all the paths that spiritual devotees follow is always toward that palace of peace which indwells us all. And because life is everywhere, because light is everywhere, and we're just bubbles in that, we're just bubbles like the fish in the ocean. We should become conscious of that something that sustains us in our interpretation of life. The fish isn't conscious really of the water that it swims in. The same water supports all fish, even a whale or a shark or a little tiny fish that wouldn't be any longer than your fingernail. The same water supports it. It lives in it, moves, has its being. And so it is with all in this phase of life that we're in, with just a finer water in the ethers. We say atmosphere. But there are those who can sit on the bank of the life that we live in and see what we are and what we're doing in this finer water of life, the atmospheric ocean, the electrical ocean, or in the ocean of life. But it is only when we become conscious of the whole ocean that we have come into our fullest state of evolution as a human being. And while you sit quiet and still, learn to focus your attention, lift the attention of your eyes and focus their attention at the point between the eyebrows. Your body, if you practice every day, will have a tendency, and it will really call to you. It'll beckon to you to take it someplace and sit it down so you can meditate. You can meditate it. It would love to do that. It'll become a habit. The body needs the rest. The soul needs the rest. So let the body and soul rest, and let the mind rest. Not trying to conjure anything or trying to accomplish something. Don't do anything like that. Just become quiet and still within. And there are many little breakthroughs. I don't think it's too much out of order. Maybe in the Kriya room, I like to think of that little prayer song of Masters. All the doors do open themselves, all the lights do light themselves. Darkness like a dark bird flies away, flies away. That darkness over the mind that you see when you close your eyes flies away. And all the lights delight themselves. All the doors do open themselves, all the lights do light themselves. Those little doors, well, a little door flicked open in the Kriya room while we were meditating in there. I saw a round stove. It was rather a high stove, kind of old-fashioned stove. And somehow or other I was looking inside of it, and there was a stick of wood standing on end. And it was smoking just a little bit. And all at once, it's like it blasted out the front door of that thing and out a couple of feet all around. It was a great big flash of fire, just like it belched right out of there. Well, it happened to be, I'm acquainted with those types of fires and that type of thing that happens, so it carried a message for me. And I have some significance of what I think will fulfill itself this next week. But the fire was the type and kind of spiritual fire. And these fires, as I have seen many, many times over and over, preceding an event of some kind, I can tell and measure what type and kind of a thing it's going to be. And so it's a little forecast of something, and most of all, It makes you feel like this is something that we're seeking, running around here, there, and everywhere to find. It's already within your own self. And there's many, many ways that devotees have conscious inner communion with the indwelling presence. That may have been one instance, but they can be varied and they can be many. There is no limit to the ingenuity of God and nature, with its infinite variety. And incidentally, any experience that ever happened to anyone never happens exactly the same as the second time. Something may return to tell you in another way, but not exactly the same way it told you before. I think it's wonderful to do that. I didn't used to know these things, but through my great master yogi, I've learned how to do these things. A little tiny bit, not as much as he did or as like the great masters, but I know what they're doing. I've learned that. I can at least look up to them and toward them, and which keeps uplifting me all the time to try harder all the time to do the things that I know that they do and that they have realized, and I think it's so wonderful. It's more enjoyable, it's more intriguing, it's more challenging than anything that you can do, is to penetrate consciousness and to get into the inner subtle reaches of your own mind, the tenuous states of your own mind. Everything is there. We are told in the scriptures over and over and over again how to do these things, but very few have learned to do them. Not that we're not intelligent or bright or smart. We don't apply ourselves to it. We haven't been convicted enough. We haven't, somehow or other, we haven't maybe felt the need. Whatever it is, it hasn't reduced most of us to practice and to the enthusiasm of practice and the willingness to set out even a few minutes a day just to learn how to meditate. It's an impartial thing. It's supposed to be practiced in all religions, but it's practiced the least of any part of a religious activity. If you don't believe it, just notice what's going on everywhere. There's talk all the time. It's ritual. It's this and that. It's the other. But no time for meditation. That's the secret of the whole thing. The Bible calls complete relaxation and inner rest and inner poise complete surrender. Well, when we use that term, I don't care to use it so much because it seems like when you say surrender, you're subduing yourself to something you're doing, and we've heard it so many times that I think other words will better interpret the situation that complete surrender implies, or whatever the context of it may mean to us. So it's only a state of complete relaxation. Surrender your thoughts and ideas and surrender your desires and let them go. They're just killing you anyway. They're not giving you any peace or joy. You have to get rid of all those thoughts and ideas to have peace and joy within. To sum it up, it's your desires, thoughts, worries, and cares. The Gita says we have to practice and we have to try it. Keep at it all the time. Steadfastly the will must toil thereto, till efforts end in ease, and thought has passed from thinking. That's from the Gita, the Bhagavad Gita, the Song Celestial, from the chapter on the book on self-restraint. Sequestered should he sit, steadfastly meditating, his thoughts controlled, his passions laid away, quit of belongings. In a fair still spot, not too much raised, nor yet too low, let him abide his deerskin, the cloth, the deerskin, and the kusa grass. There setting hard his mind upon the one, restraining heart and senses, silent, calm. Let him accomplish yoga and achieve pureness of soul, holding immovable his body, neck, and head, his gaze absorbed upon his nose end, tranquil in spirit, free of fear, intent upon his brahmachari vow, musing on me, lost in the thought of me. That yogan so devoted, so controlled, comes to the peace beyond. My peace, the peace of high nirvana. And then it teaches how, if you do it the other way. If one ponders on objects of the sense, there springs attraction. From attraction grows desire. Desire flames to fierce passion. Passion breeds recklessness. Then the memory, all betrayed, lets noble purpose go and saps the mind, till purpose, mind, and man are all undone. But if he deals with objects of the sense, not loving and not hating, making them serve his free soul which rests serenely, Lord, lo, such a man comes to tranquility, and out of that tranquility shall rise the end and healing of his earthly pains, since the will governed sets the soul at peace.
O Spirit, teach me to pray with deep concentration and to imbue scientific meditation with devotion. May my heart daily become more pure with all surrendering love for Thee. Om, peace, bliss, amen.